Hi, guys. How is everybody? I hope y'all are doing just amazing. I know that I am 30 minutes earlier than I told everybody I was going to be, but I just checked Dusty's stream and I thought he was going live at 8, and he is not. He is going live at 7. And since I'm going to have to end this stream, y'all, and head over there at 7, I wanted to give us at least an hour and a half to do our thing. So we will have to have a abbreviated Minnesota goodbye. Oh my goodness gracious. Is it just awful, Orion? Come here. Come here. Everybody wants to see you. Come on. I mean, no, but really and truly, nobody wants to see you. Come here. Come here. Come on. Because nobody's here yet. That's why nobody wants to see you, Bubba. But when they show up, they will definitely want to see your beautiful face. Yeah. What is going on with you? I need to make a note to myself that I need to get a hardwired connection to the internet, because the one I have, the wireless one, is just not working very well. Hi there, whoever's watching. It is nice to see you. This is Orion. You are in the corner joint. He is my miniature dachshund, and he hangs with me. And we hang out here together on Wednesday nights and talk about, hey, Xenu Free. And we talk about deep questions. I need to get some more deep questions. But we talk about deep questions. Amy, how are you doing? How did the summer season treat you, girl? I hope that it went really, really well. Now you're coming into the Christmas market, right? You're getting dinner and listening. That's excellent, Amy. That's excellent. I suppose there are a couple of you here. How are you doing, Xenu Free? There are a couple of you here. We can get started with the questions. Oops. Those aren't the questions. These are the questions. Would you rather fight? This is very important, y'all. Would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? This is a really, really important question we've started out with tonight. You have a big show, Local 14 at the zoo Your felted scarves and dyed silk scarves. Oh, wonderful. That's excellent, Amy. I'm really glad for that. I'm really glad for that. 100 duck-sized horses, that's kinda where I feel that's kinda where I felt on it, Xenu Free. Absolutely 100 duck-sized horses. Orion, hush, oh hush. Hush, oh hush. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. I'm kind of at 100 duck-sized horses because that feels much less intimidating. Where did I put the reading glasses? You too? Yeah. I think we've got a quorum on that one. Okay, here's the next one. Ducks are unpredictable enough. Imagine them horse size. Right? Imagine them horse size. Yeah, at least you'd have some chance of getting 100 duck size horses in line. What smell brings back memories? So the smell that brings back memories to me. Indigo, how are you, sweetie? It's good to see you here. I suppose I can fix my camera a little bit. Oh, you guys, that's as good as it's going to get. So the question we just answered, mothballs. Yes, Xenu Free. Indigo, the last question we answered was, would you rather fight a horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? So you can cogitate on that. Can't stand the smell of the mothballs. Old service station smell, the gasoline and the oil and the dirt, you know, that old service station smell. Do you guys? Xenu Free, Amy remembers it. Xenu Free, are you old enough to remember that smell that old service stations had back in the mechanics booths? That that grease and oil and gasoline smell? That smell brings back memories for me. That is the one. Horse-sized duck. Well, somebody's gotta be an outlier always, Indigo. Horse-sized duck, there you go. We all choose we all chose 100 duck-sized horses. You love the smell of Home Depot, and yes, you know the smell, plus your oldest is a mechanic, so you smell it often when his ass comes in. Yes, free. Oh, Amy, pine trees at Christmas. We every year would have a Christmas pageant in the church I grew up in, and there would be Christmas trees everywhere in the sanctuary. And I remember the smell of the empty, cold sanctuary, um, combined with all of those trees. It's definitely a Christmas memory that I have not forgotten. That is a good one. Pine trees at Christmas. How about you, Indigo? What smell brings back memories for you? Next question. Sorry, dead air. What is the quality you admire the most in the person you like the least? Poppy perfume because your mom wore it. Oh, that's so nice, Indigo. That's so nice. My mom wore Reviel. I'm rocking in my chair, aren't I, y'all? Unconsciously rocking in my chair. What is the quality you admire the most in the person you like the least? I think that might be persistence. Yeah, that is a tough one, Xenu free. Usually, if I don't get the persistence, I mean, I admire the persistence. It just, uh, it displays itself in the most unbecoming, unuseful ways. But there is persistence. One has to admire the persistence. I don't know that it's persistence. I think it looks like persistence and it's something else. But um yeah, I don't know. You guys got anything else? That is a hard one. Let me know if you come up with another one. Persistent on keeping me mad at them? Yeah, that works too. That works too, Xenu Free. Has anyone close to you ever died? What helped get you through it? If not, what do you think it'll be like? Conviction. Even if I disagree with the person's perspective, I have to admire their conviction in sticking to their beliefs. That's a good one, Indigo. I like that. That works for me. Has anyone close to you ever died? What helped you get through it? So, yes, several people close to me have died. And I think the thing that helped me get through it was time. Um, Time and a dual sympathetic reset. Um, time. Time helped me get through it. That was the biggest thing. I'm feeling lopsided blush wise today, guys, and I think it's just because there's more light on one side or the other than the other. It's going to make me self conscious, though. Humor in difficult times helps me. You have to find the bright in darkness, and this is your outlet. I agree, Xenu Free. That's a good one too. Humor is definitely a help. I think we have a related question to that coming up soon. This grief never ends. It just changes shape. This Keanu code helps me realize grief is a constantly changing process. It's okay to feel what I feel when I feel it. It's also okay to feel joy. Yes, Indigo. That's beautiful, Indigo. Grief never ends. It just changes shape. Indeed, indeed. It is really interesting to not get totally choked up when talking about something in relation to my dad. Oh my goodness gracious, guys, we are about to get a treat. Y'all are gonna get a treat. Here we go. Let's pause the questions. Come here. Look at this, you guys. Scotch is making an appearance. Hi, babe. Yeah. Come on. Guys, this never happens. This is scotch. And he is beautiful. Hold on. Here he is. Hi, Shaquille. How are you doing, Shaquille Shay? This is my kitty, y'all. He is our quiet and shy kitty. You lost your birth father, birth mother, all of your mom's aunts and uncles, plus in 8th grade, you lost your Uncle Keith. Oh my goodness, Indigo. I now have cat hair all over my face, y'all. Indigo, I am so sorry. There, I got no one more. Yes, it's the same Indigo Xenu free. Indigo, I am really sorry. That must have been incredibly hard. I can't imagine. I hope that you're doing better now. Paolo. There's the last one. Dealing with the dog. Dealing with the cat. finding a place for the mouse, figuring out how to get cat hairs out of my mouth. This is why you guys come to my lives, right? All of those things. If you could change one thing about yourself physically, what would you change? Cat hairs and mouth is relatable. Thank you, Indigo. He's amazing, but cat hairs in the lipstick. Cat hair in the lipstick. I can get rid of cat hairs in the mouth. Cat hairs in the lipstick I have to find and pick out because they stick. You lived with a Maine Coon once called Velcro. He would stick to his climbing gym. That's hilarious. Hilarious. So if I could change one thing about my body, I would lose weight. That's what I would do if I could change one thing about my body. It would be for it to be smaller. You're short, you'd fix that? Not Miscavige short, but close? Nice. You'd get your weight down too, Indigo? Yeah. I'm sorry it's been hard to maintain after your surgery. It is not fun having extra weight. I can tell you. I know from personal experience, and it is really hard to get it off. I've rarely succeeded. Oh, your thyroid manages so much. Yes, it does. 5'4" on a good day. You can barely paint the top of the door frames. I'm only 5'5.5" Xenu free, and I don't feel like I'm that short. I mean, if I put on a pair of Danskos, then I'm practically 5'7". What's an example where you saw it coming and you did nothing to prevent it? Thrasher, you always want to see me take a rip. We're going to have to start charging for that, though. See if I can do it without coughing, Thrasher. It's the highlight of your day, but I'm not online every day, Thrasher. Got an inch on you. Every inch counts, and height it definitely. Yeah, I know, Xenu. I know. 5'4" is not small, that's for sure. Or 5'5.5" is not small. I know I tend to feel like a giant sometimes around my shorter friends. I can understand having to call my husband to get things that I can't reach. How that is. So what's an example where you saw it coming and you did nothing to prevent it? What's an example where you saw it coming and you did nothing to prevent it? You also get attracted to tall women or men so they can reach the top shelf? Yes, Indigo, that is one way I handle it. Anybody who is taller than me can reach the top shelves. My youngest is 5'7", and I'm always having them reach things on the top shelf because I can't. Well, pardon me, guys. That came out of the blue. That came out of the blue. hide down in the corner. Let's see if I can straighten you out for a minute. There we go. I think I knew living with my ex-friend in 20s was a mistake, but you did it anyways. No regrets because my best friend and brother JT and I met in that situation. Okay, Indigo. Your divorce in 2017. Best damn thing I watched and let happen. Your daughter will live knowing what a spouse should not be and should be based on seeing her mama say, hell no, no more. Good, Xenu Free. That's good. Bonus dads are great. They really are, Xenu Free. I am happy for you. I really am. I don't know that anybody goes into relationships looking for a divorce. But I think that it certainly should be an option because partnerships don't always work out. They certainly don't always work out. So I have this thing about people. I tend to see in a group which people are going to be the troublemakers, and I tend to figure that out pretty early. And when I was younger, I suffered from the mistaken impression that I could tell people what I was seeing and that they would be able to notice and do something about it. Yeah, I know, Indigo. Absolutely. I don't think it's just like nobody is for abortion. Nobody wants to be out there killing embryos. That's not the way it works. Nobody is pro divorce, right? Nobody goes into a marriage hoping that they'll get divorced is what I'm trying to say. I do, Thrasher. I do. This is frozen strawberry. 8 years ago now. You have a gotcha day, Xenu Free. That's so sweet. It's nice to hear people people get divorced and still find love. Yeah. So when I was younger, I used to think that I could tell somebody about this. But what I discovered is when I would tell people about it, they would think I was the troublemaker. And so I learned pretty quickly that I needed not to say anything to people and just let things happen. So that's my answer to that question. I just keep my mouth closed now because people don't see it and they don't want to know it. So it's better if I keep my mouth closed. What fear do you have? First Minnesota goodbye, y'all. We're starting early today. What fear do you have that is completely justifiable? You're blunt. You'll give your honest opinion one time. Like my friend's baby daddy knew I didn't like him, but I was still polite until I needed not to be. Yep. Little cat hairs still on my face, making me nuts. Little tiny cat hairs. Okay, what question did I say? Look at me, I've already lost it. What fear do you have that is completely justifiable? I should quit taking off the reading glasses. Actually, I should try some other ones because I've got a better pair. You brain fog. You missed soda. Scott, or rather, you missed scotch. Soda is down on the floor next to me. But if you go back on replay, scotch was up here. You fear people you love dying. I can't even think about my parents dying. It fills you with dread. I understand that fear, and it's completely rational, Indigo. Speak openly and unapologetically. Not always a good thing. Hate heights, something fierce, and strings all strings. Scotch is a beautiful kitty, yes. I know, I still want to call her twin, too. Sorry, Indigo, are you they, them? Okay, brain fog. So the question we're on is, what fear do you have that is completely justifiable? I have a fear of heights. Did I say string? I didn't mean I feared string. I mean I fear heights. I must have misspoken. It is good to see her. I like it when she shows up. Okay, that was an easy question. You fear string. Why do you fear string? I missed it. Okay, Indigo, sorry. Because it's gross and clingy and oh, your lint traps? Really Xenu free. Interesting. I can sort of understand that. It gets everywhere. I told you it was going to be a related question, Xenu free. What, if anything, is too serious to be joked about? You fear first rain of the season on the roads? Oh, that's a good one too, brain fog. That is a little weird, Xenu free. I have to admit that one's. I think that breaks the completely rational fear rules. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I fear the first rain of the season on the roads too. Can I say that question again? Which one is it asking? What if anything, is too serious to be joked about? Is there anything that's too serious to be joked about? You will never see you in cutoffs or sweaters. Really? So you're not a knitter. Child abuse is too serious to be joked about. That might be true. Mm, might be bad humor, but I think people make murder jokes. Do they? Maybe not. Maybe that's too serious too. Xenoframe crack me up. You don't think so, but you have to know how to formulate the joke. I think dark humor gets people uncomfortable and starts conversation. Yeah, Indigo, I think great care needs to go into it if you're going to go for dark humor. Susan, hi. How are you, dear? I tend towards there's not much we can't joke about. Um, how about and no sewing at all, right, Xenu Free? Yeah, Indigo. I think you make a good point. I think you make a good point because you've made dark jokes to cope with your life. So if someone else does too, I have to respect their process. Susan, of course, no worries, sweetheart. No worries at all. You're never expected anywhere. You got to do what you got to do, sweetheart. I hear you, Xenu Free. I hear you, Xenu Free. Hey, fraud. How are you? TJ's Southwest Chicken Quesadilla. That sounds tasty, Amy. That sounds tasty. So I guess our no sewing for this chica. Yeah, Xenu Free. Child abuse is too serious to be joked about. I think I tend to agree with that. Describe your perfect meal. What is it and where is it? My perfect meal would be prime rib, roasted prime rib. Um, with horseradish cream sauce and au jus and crab, fraud. I'd have crab instead of lobster, mashed potatoes, or a baked potato. That might be okay. Mushrooms, a nice Winter salad, not necessarily Caesar. Air fried, shake and bake chicken mashed taters, and any colored gravy and green beans, and where in your belly, but of course. Air fried, shake and bake chicken, mashed potatoes, and any gravy and green beans. I like garlicky green beans. Twice, I like heavily cooked, stewed, almost stewed green beans. Um, Homemade biscuits would go really well with Zenu's meal. Yes, it would. Fraud, do you want anything with your prime rib, or do you just want prime rib and lobster? You didn't say mashed potatoes or horseradish or everything. Corned beef and cabbage with red potatoes, carrots and onions, slow cooked in ginger ale. Mmm, interesting, brain fog. That sounds really good. Blackened, baked, or grilled chicken, baked potatoes loaded, and broccoli with cheese and a roll. They all sound wonderful, y'all. Wouldn't it be great for everybody to go on vacation and then, um, I mean, we'd have to have endless vacation time to do this with, but it would be so fun to go on vacation. Cheese sticks with cocktail sauce. That's funny, Xenu Free. Mr. Nice Guy, how are you? Baked potato with heavy butter, sour cream and chives, horseradish sauce, and salad with blue cheese dressing on the side. Fraud. We are the same person. I think blackened salmon and rice pilaf with a nice white Riesling, followed by a peach cobbler and decaf coffee. I forgot dessert. I also didn't pick a drink. I want a perfect sidecar. No. Vieux Carré. I want a perfect Vieux Carré. Aged. Drink would be coffee with cream and sugar. Nice. You've already dinnered out. So wouldn't it be fun to go on vacation with a bunch of people and every night each person makes their own favorite meal to share with everybody? That would be so much fun. One night we'd have Susan's favorite meal, and another night we'd have the blackened salmon on rice pilaf with her white Riesling. Indica does make munchies happen. Lemon cake with whipped cream frosting. That sounds excellent, brain fog. Maybe some gummies as an aperitif. I usually get the key lime pie. Okay, now we're getting serious, y'all. If you could fix if you could fix just one major world problem. Hey, Journey, how are you? If you could fix one major world problem, and this may be, oh no, Indigo. Are you allergic to lemons too? Could you have lemon meringue? One thing. Clean water, Xenu free, that's a good thing. Indigo, homelessness, that's a good one. You can have lemons. So you could make key lime pie just with lemons. Use the lemons instead of the limes. Just sub out limes or just sub out lemon juice for what the limes are called for. Poverty. I think I'd stop war. Pretty sure I'd stop war. Armed conflict. I think that's what I'd stop. But those are all good answers. Xenu free. Hear me out. Don't mess with the lime or lemon and skip right to chocolate. You are hilarious. All cancer. Cure all cancer. That would be excellent, Journey. That would be excellent. They're all good ones, you guys. Homelessness, clean water, poverty, armed conflict, cancer. Those are all excellent, excellent answers. Brain fog, you don't like chocolate? Silk pie fan all day, breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner. Chocolate silk? Where would you live on the planet if money didn't matter? Not chocolate pastry? Or not? Yeah, I don't know that I'm big on chocolate pastry. Beans or vegetables? Chocolate is made from cocoa beans. Therefore, it's a vegetable and healthy to eat. Yeah, I'll go with that one. Where would you live on the planet if money was not, if money didn't matter? Where would you live if money didn't matter? I support Indigo exactly, Xenu Free. I think it's an excellent plan. I just lost the cats because hubby is overfeeding them. I need a beverage. Where on the planet would you live if money didn't matter? I would probably live in the northern hemisphere during this summer in the northern hemisphere and in the southern hemisphere during the summer in the southern hemisphere. That is where I would expect I would live if money wasn't an object. Where would you guys live if money wasn't an object? And we just remote Ireland. Nice, Xenu Free. We just blew through, I think. Nope, we just hit it. Our second Minnesota goodbye. 2 places. British College or Ireland? Those are good places. Alaska. You like winter brain fog. Interesting. Lots of huskies. Indeed, lots of huskies. Did you know that my eldest child, child number 1, has an Alaskan husky, retired sled dog, actual sled dog that's retired that um, he adopted. She is, I don't know, 9. She's amazing. Winter hurts your joints, but you're obsessed with England and Ireland. Yeah, I'm obsessed with them in the summer. I want to be in the warm places during the warm times, but I want to um be not in the tropical places where it never freezes so there's no bugs. That is my fear. In the places where where it doesn't freeze, there's big bugs. So it needs to be a temperate climate where it gets cold so there aren't as big of bugs. And then I'll live part of the year in one location and part of the year in another. I wish I could see. Ooh, this is a hard one, you guys. Exactly, Xenofree. Exactly that. Write that. Exactly. That. Red! I am so happy to see you. We have missed you. Welcome back. Welcome back. I would love to go to Australia, but the critters are a solid no. Absolutely. Those spiders that they have in Australia, those wolf spiders, they're just horrifying. Horrifying. Horrifying spiders. Just nothing. We've missed having you. We have missed having you. What should people care a lot less about, y'all? What should people care a lot less about? Hubby has weighed in and says that people should care a lot less what people say on the internet. Hubby is not wrong. There you go, Xenofree. Xenofree says others' opinions. Pretty close? Same thing. Same thing. Others' opinions. I think that's a good answer, Xenofree. Excellent, excellent answer. I need to make my chair stop rocking or it's going to rock back every time I want to sit back in it. Anybody else with that question? Same, same. They have huge spiders in Japan too. Really? I don't want any huge spiders. Keeping up with the Joneses. That's a good one, brain fog. Other people's opinions again. other people's opinions. Indeed, it sounds like we all need to care less about other people's opinions. Yeah, I'm glad she didn't retire from us too. She's just been busy, busy, busy. So here's an interesting question, you guys. How are things getting worse? How are things getting worse? Um, I think I think one of the ways that things are getting worse and that really concerns me um, is the political violence. Um, and it worries me. It is concerning to me. It is inappropriate. It needs to stop. Um, yeah, people are acting like fools. Political violence is the thing that's getting worse, and it really scares me. People's opinions. People's opinions are getting worse. That's a good one, Xenu Free. My mouth's drying out, y'all. Let me get a lozenge. Inflation. I don't know, fraud. They just dropped interest rates today. That should help. Rising housing costs. They've been going down, unfortunately. We bought at the height of the market, so going down is not necessarily good for me. Inflation is on the board. Yeah, but they just dropped interest rates today. So that should make a difference. Racism and bigotry, I concur, brain fog. I think that's a big problem. I think those are big problems too. Food and gas, absolutely. Rising housing costs, our housing costs are off the charts. My kids' housing costs are off the charts. I know, I know it doesn't. I know, DOA. I know people have gotten used to raising prices and then never dropping them again. They raised prices when gas went up to $5 a gallon and it went back down and they never dropped them again and they got away with it. It's just bullshit. You guys, I did a crafty thing today. I painted rocks. Do you guys want to see the rocks I painted? What do you think? Do you want to see? I'm going to assume you want to see. Here's the first one. There's the second one. Thank you, DOA is a fraud. Sometimes fraud, I just read it from the beginning and then it just doesn't work right. I did that one. Oh, thank you, Xenu Free. I did that one. Let me see. Let me see if we can fix There we go. I did that one. You like the heart ones, you knew free? And this is the first one. I don't know that it's very good. And then I did this one. So, those are the ones I made. Should I show the videos, Enu Free? Anybody want to see it? A golden potato. It does look like a potato, doesn't it? Give me a second here. Moose on the loose. How are you? How are things? It is good to see you. How have you been? Xenofree, can we show everybody your Halloween? Your Halloween? Can I show everybody your Halloween video? Xenofree? Oh, you already said yes. Okay. Let me see. Present. I gotta push that button. Then I gotta push that one. Then we're gonna look at this one, and we're gonna go there. We're gonna go here. Wow, Xenofree. So excellent. Apparently, I'm not subscribed to you, Xenofree. Excellent. Okay, that's enough of that. Let me make that stop. We'll go back to me. No face. How are you? I'm glad you're hanging in there, Moose. Yes, Red, that's important to know. Jen and Gnome got their watch hours. Xenu Free, you're hilarious. Yes, but I should be better. Susan, remind me, what's Roatan Island in Honduras? Is that where you would live? No Face, do you know this drink? This is one of my favorites. Okay, Susan. Roatan Island in Honduras. I'm curious why, Susan. That's a really interesting place. I mean, it's an esoteric place would be a better it's an esoteric choice, and I'm curious. I am curious. What occupation do you admire but could never do? Oh, wow, Xenu Free. An 1800s morgue table and a 1950s authentic casket and a 1904 reclining wood wheelchair. Shit ton of active props. Better video this year. So cool, Xenu Free. It's beautiful, warm, and no one would bother me. That's a good point, Susan. That is a good point. Pilots? That's a good one, Xenu Free. That's interesting. Uh, child welfare, child welfare worker, emergency nurse. Mm-hmm. Child welfare worker. I could never do that one. For certain. I could never do that one. What was the last time you put an extreme amount of yes, exactly, Xenu Free. I could never, I just couldn't do it. When was the last time you put in an extreme amount of effort? I think that was for my last paper. I put in an extreme amount of effort for that paper, I think. And that is that be's my answer. The last time I put in a large amount of effort was for my last paper. That is what I say to that one. The move was yours. There you go, Red. That's a good one. Absolutely. The move is a good one. It scares one of the mods, Xenu Free? What does? All your stuff? Your streams are so out of your world, but you love it now. Yeah, brain fog. Putting in new floors, you had to move everything. Oh my goodness, Susan, I can't even imagine. You have to move it over here, and then you gotta move it over there, and then you gotta move it back over here. So annoying. So annoying. Really? That is that is entertaining, Xenu Free. I'm not gonna laugh at J-Bat. I love J-Bat, but that is very entertaining. Very entertaining. What is the most beautiful thing in the world, y'all? It was horrible, but worth it. I'm glad it was worth it, Susan. Yeah, we missed you, Xenu Free. We did miss you. Animals are the most beautiful thing in the world? That's lovely, Xenu Free. I was gonna say baby's first smile. Sunset over the ocean. There you go. That's lovely. Your grandbabies. There you go, Susan. Exactly. Baby's first smile. Most beautiful thing in the world. And your kids. The fruit of my womb. The fruit of my womb. Every pet you've ever had. Oh, Fraud, you're so sweet. Yeah. Yeah. They don't stick around, do they? You can hear me read. Womb fruit. Fruit of my womb. Indeed. Okay, let's see what's next. Ooh, fourth Minnesota goodbye, y'all. Your new kitty is beautiful. I am laughing with you, Xenu Free. I am laughing with you. How old's your kid, Xenu Free? I'm gonna have to start finding them, guys. Youngest 10, middle 16, oldest 20. Nice. Nice ages. Mine are 30, 28, 21, and 15. Yeah, 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 yeah. That you would be magic if you had 10, 16, and 20 months. I've run out of questions for tonight, guys. but it's 3rd Minnesota goodbye, so I think that we will live. We can just chit chat here for the next 10 minutes. 16, she grumpy and moody, and the boys are easy and find me hilarious. Your daughter thinks I'm lame and embarrassing. Yeah, my 32-year-old has a lot easier time with me than the 28 and 21-year-old do. They just need to the 20s are hard. The 20s are hard. And the state of the economy does not make things any easier, let's just say. They think I'm lame and embarrassing. Yeah, just wait for adult children. Yeah. Well, it depends on the kid, and it depends on the kid. I it could I've only got experience with 2 in their 20s, and one was I mean, there's a lot of individuation that goes on in your 20s, and so it's just hard. It was hard for me. Totally depends on the person. Yeah. How am I feeling different? Fraud. Um, my depression and anxiety scores have definitely, definitely dropped. Um, I have noticed, I don't know if you've heard this, I can talk about my dad and how much I miss him and how he died from cancer. And I can actually say all those things, which isn't something I was able to do without sobbing. Um, and it's even easier. It's even easier after the second shot. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. People in my life, thank you, Xenofree. People in my life, including y'all, are telling me that I seem calmer, more genuine. Um, yeah, calmer. The calmer ones got me interested. How I talk and the way I sit. Interesting, Susan. Is it just because I'm sitting in a different space or am I sitting up taller, more focused? Okay. Is that after the first one or after the second one or just you're not sure? Yeah. So you guys are noticing a really big difference. Oh, thank you, Xenu Free. Oh, brain fog, I'm so sorry you're not gonna be able to make it. We will really miss you. But I will let Dusty know. No worries. No worries at all. My body's more relaxed in my shoulders. Yeah, I think Yeah. Brain fog, were you looking into the shots? Mm. My shoulders do feel different. Do you see string over my shoulder? Oh, Xenu free. There is so much string. I knit and crochet and sew and embroider and um all the string things. Rach, how you doing? Welcome in. It's good to see you back. I think you should, brain fog. I think you should. I absolutely think you should. I think, I mean, I actually think you guys are seeing, I got to fix this. Unset it because we're going to flip around, guys. You ready? Okay. Thank you. Now the left is on the left. I switched it from mirrored because I wanted to show you that rock, but it was getting really confusing having it mirrored because my left was on my right. Xenu free. No, not Xenu free. Bridge was saying hi to Xenu free. Bridge, you win. I don't know if you know this, but we have a little game we play here in the corner joint, and it is called the Third Minnesota Goodbye. So and we have these things in Minnesota where I grew up, where you say goodbye once, and and you get up and you walk to the door, and then you talk for 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and then you say goodbye again, and you walk out onto the front steps, and you talk for 20 minutes, and then you say goodbye again, and you walk to the car and you talk for 20 minutes, 15 or 20 minutes. And then sometimes you get in the car and you talk for another 15 or 20 minutes. So I find that generally, magically, what happens is after the third Minnesota goodbye, people show up. My shoulders aren't hunched. Did my shoulders used to be more hunched, brain fog? Did they really? I'm gonna have to go back and look. Bridge wins the trophy or the crown, whichever one she prefers. Indeed. The trophy or the crown for the day, Bridge. We are happy to see you. Red and Susan, can you do me a favor and keep an eye out? That's funny, Bridge. I know everybody's had their own kind of experience with that. A crown it is, my dear. You get the crown. Happily to give it to you for today. So, um, Susan and Red, can you guys keep an eye out for when Dusty goes live? And then we can do a room raid over to Dusty's place. I was just looking to see what Dusty was up to because it said he was live earlier. Yes, you should wear a crown next time you protest. That would be excellent. Maybe we should all wear crowns when we protest. Tell me again where you protest, Bridge. I'd have to find a crown and wear it to protest. I think that would be excellent. Put on a crown and wear it in my wheelchair. I would love that. Ha, brain fog. That would be excellent. Oh, Florida. Okay. Okay. Excellent. Tampa. Nice. Well, we need people and Clearwater. Excellent. So have you met Dusty Bridge? Oh, you went back home and got with Wendy. Nice. Nice. If I had gone to Minnesota this year, I would have met up with people in Minnesota, but I stayed. That's excellent, Bridge. I didn't go. I had my mom come here instead because that was overall easier. So, what else is new, guys? It has been relatively quiet in Scientology land. If you guys didn't see, Brain Fog had the most amazing interaction yesterday. I would have brought the Minnesota goodbyes to Minnesota. Indeed. Maybe next summer. Maybe next summer. Oh, fun, Bridge. That must have been just lovely for you. Tony was there, right? With Natalie? Is that the one? So Brain Fog had the most amazing interaction yesterday. There were three skateboarders coming down the street and they were just looking at her and the Scientology building, and Brain Fog was like, "Do you know who's here? Do you know who this is? Who's here?" And they were like, "No, we don't know." And she's like, "Really? You don't know? You don't know who's here? This is Aaron Cairo." And then they spent like 5 minutes just talking about Aaron Cairo and Scientology and how he'd torn everything down, and off they went. And so it was just a really great conversation that she had with these young men, and she made Natalie's today. It was excellent. Nice, Bridge. I'm glad you got a chance to meet him. What a blessing. What a blessing. Susan, you did 4 Texas goodbyes? Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? Yes, it was awesome. It's an amazing clip. We also sent it off to Scooter Mom for the Scooter report on Friday. Hopefully she will be feeling better, and so we can have another Scooter report. And everybody's heard that Gnome made their hours and Jen made their hours. So Dusty is live now. That is excellent. He's live right now, really? He is live. Okay, you guys. Let's head over to Dusty's place and wish him a happy, happy birthday. And I will meet you guys there momentarily. Hugs and hugs, y'all. Catch you later. Bye bye.